when somebody dies, they pay highest taxes. Do you have somebody dependent on you? There's a lot of gap in the awareness and how financial and tax system works in Canada. Who is the beneficiary of your asset? Kids after second spouse, right? But no, there is a silent beneficiary, which is a CRA. Sometimes people think it's too expensive to do estate planning. Sometimes people think, oh, it's too early to plan. Sometimes people think, oh, it's too late to plan. These are the common myths. People have it.
Why the heck I would think about dying?
3 years, 3 deaths happen in the family, and all 3 due to cancer. And we all got shocked what just happened. Funeral is certain. It's going to happen.
How did you get to this place?
Coming out of airport, I haven't touched the asphalt yet. First, I bow my head. Thank God I'm in Canada. I'm ready to begin now. Mom and dad gave just me and my brother $500 only. And that day, I planned my mind. Even a single dollar is not going to go down to $4.99 even until I start making something.
The struggles.
I lapsed. When I open up my eyes, I was already in the hospital by the time. You're going to regret for your whole life why you left. I said, really? He's like, yeah, you're not doing justice to your family.
You say it's a mindset.
You don't go empty-handed. Only one thing. What? Knowledge. And if you die with the knowledge and you haven't surpassed that, what did you live for?
So, whoever watching this podcast, what do you think they'll get out of it?
2 things just to summarize. First is how to think outside the box to be a differentiation who you are today, maybe tomorrow, where you want to be. And the other is going to be more about financial planning side of it. Because now awareness is missing in the market. What estate planning is, what planning looks like today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Today means present, tomorrow means retirement. Day after tomorrow is estate planning when the transferring is happening.
Definitely we'll dig into that. But before we go into, estate planning, and also a lot of topics that I have in my mind is like, how someone can take advantage of, not paying taxes and passing the wealth to their family, but also themselves also when they retire, how to utilize those tax advantages. But before that, what made you to come here?
There's always a past in everybody's life, I would say. There's something always there. So in back home, when we had a very good successful business, which is auto parts and paint stores, my dad was running it. So we were joint family. And with God's blessing, dad built a very good business with the help of my grandfather and my dad's brother. So it was kind of family run business. And I was already, I would say, 3 years old when my dad's brother passed away. And the next year, dad's mother passed away, my grandmother. And the following year, dad's father passed away, my grandfather. So within 3 years, 3 deaths happened in the family, and all 3 due to cancer. And we all got shocked what just happened.
Yeah.
And now think it this way, when you're running a successful business by running itself with the family itself, now it's only one man running the show out of 3.
So it was pretty daunting.
It was a big hit impact to the business because we were going totally upward direction when all 3 were there, because my dad was always on the field. And this is actually I am. And I love that, to have that basically skill set to be on the field. And that's I inherited pretty much today because I love to go on the field. And my grandfather used to look at the front cashier side, what's happening. And my dad's brother was always the inventory, looking around, everything is fine. So it was running that way. But after the 3 deaths in the family, grandfather, grandmother, dad's brother, it was my dad running the show. So of course, it's automatically going to go down. Basically, your business is reduced by almost 67% manpower.
Yeah.
Right? So after that, slowly, the challenges kept arising because one man running the shows.
Yeah.
And that reached to the point, dad used to come home and tell there's not even a single client came in today to buy anything. And eventually we ended up selling business, which was a very high profitable. And we used to have a very big house, which is currently worth in crores, which we don't own it. It was sold long time ago. But when we sold the business, he went to get the job. Sometimes I don't forget that. He started working in the factory. It was a clothing manufacturing factory, and going door to door doing their marketing for their clothes. And I used to see him. It was a kinetic. A lot of people might not know. It's a
kinetic,
scooter, right? So he used to drive that, put all the clothes in front of him, and go door to door promoting the manufacturing business clothes of that. So it was, rather than from a rich family, we were actually heading down, middle class, low middle. We were almost heading to lower middle class, I would say. And I was never good in studies, just so you know. And believe it or not, sometimes, of course, when you have a bigger brother, you're always being compete. That he got this much marks, he did this. What about you? And I was always bad. Now, we both were in the same schools. My brother was a very studious person, very good marks. And all the teachers used to appreciate him. When it comes to my turn, teachers knew I was a brother of that person. Right? And they used to tell my mom, where is this guy going? Like, why is not studying? Like, he doesn't even look like exactly, they both are brothers. Totally opposite. And believe it or not, Aditya, I still remember. Do you want to guess how much I got the marks in 12th grade?
70%.
Good idea. Good try.
Based on what you told me.
Correct. Good idea. Good shot. But unfortunately not.
Even less.
I got 49.5%. In plus 2 grade. And believe it or not, I still don't forget that day when I got the results. I'm going to tuitions everywhere, thanking teachers, giving mithaiyan. Thank you, I pass. And in business studies, I got 33 number. Exactly what to pass. It was a passing mark 33. I got 33. I was very happy. I'm giving sweets to tuition ma'am sabko. In the evening, I come home, and dad usually used to come at home at 8 o'clock. Mom and brother are already sitting on the table because they know the result. Dad comes at 8. They're already sitting on the table. I was happy coming there. And dad called me, can you sit? I was like, sure. Baithe. How was the result? Meaning, I knew he knew, but he wanted me to say. And I told him, Dad, this is the percentage, 49.5%. That was the first time I ever got a hit on
I
a
was
face.
expecting the same thing.
On a face that I started thinking, I said, did I do something wrong? I have zero idea. I didn't realize till the time I got that less marks until I got that slap actually. So I was heading actually bad in the education because theoretical wasn't fitting me. In BBA as well, 6 subjects were there in the first semester. Second semester also 6 subjects. In the first semester, I did 6 exams. Only 1 I cleared, which was mathematics. I used to love numbers. That was becoming my skill. I analyzed that situation. Second semester, I gave Purane 5, new 6, 11 paper. Before the results comes out, I was already in Canada. Coming out of airport, I haven't touched the asphalt yet. First, I bow my head on that. And then I still remember that my uncle's face, he was shocked to see that. That I literally bow the asphalt road. That thank God I'm in Canada. I think that's my journey. I'm ready to begin now. That day I chose myself. And mom and dad gave just me and my brother $500 only. This is like, guys, we only have this. We don't have anything
When you
more.
came to Canada.
Hanji, when we landed. This is the number we have. Start the journey. And that was the journey from where $500 started. And that day I thought, planned my mind, this even a single dollar is not gonna go down to $4.99 even until I start making something. And Canada was, is, and will be the land of opportunity only if you're seeking. If you're not seeking, nothing is gonna work for anybody.
So from that day, did you go to college or like what was your journey from there?
As I told you, I was never a good student at that time. My uncle is my blessing till today. Till today, he's my mentor in my personal life, corporate life. Even today, while coming to your show, I had a quick call. He's in overseas traveling right now. I just quick call. I said, what's the plan? Give me an idea. I still talk every perspective of my life with him. And he asked me, what's the plan? What to do? Yes, now we are here. Thank God. I said, I wanted to make money at the end of the day because we didn't have it. And so I was having a little bit greediness. You know what? Gotta make money. Gotta start the life now. I said, I'm going to go on truck. He was shocked to hear that.
At 19, you wanted to do trucking.
Truck driving. Right? Because I've heard somewhere truck driving is a very good money-making business.
Yeah.
Right?
And especially this is in 2012.
Hanji.
Yeah.
At that time, it was
It
very
was a
much
lot
better
more,
as well.
lot more.
100% compared to now, of course, due to the competition or whatever. He was shocked to hear that. He told me one thing. You're not going on truck today. What I mean to say today, I want you to study a little bit. After that, if you still feel like you want to go on truck, go for it. I won't stop you. But not right now. I want you to learn Canadian culture first. And I really salute my Mamaji for that. For the people who don't know who is Mamaji, is my uncle, my mom's brother.
Yeah.
And he told me not to. And I was like, okay, I will follow your steps. What to study was the challenge now, right? And luckily my skills was good in numbers. So I chose accounting side.
Okay.
Right? And the funny thing is, when I started studying, I passed every subject. And in my numbers, I got 93%. I was like, what the heck just happened? How can it just got flipped?
So what happened?
See, sometimes over here, na, I blame sometimes education system back home comparative to here. Over here, they explain the education in practical way as well. Not just theoretical. In back home, it is all theoretical. There's no practical. There's no life lessons. Over here, the teachers, or either you call them or anybody, they know how to teach with the practical experiences. That what flipped me. And of course, after 2 years, I passed.
So you did a college degree.
Hanji, college diploma, business accounting, not even degree, college 2-year diploma. Side by side, of course, the fees was supposed to be paid. We didn't got any OSAP or anything. I used to work full-time at that time, factory, warehouse jobs, whatever I could get it. And the first job, Aditya, of mine was, so when we landed, within next week, my grandfather, my mom's father, had a surgery in a hospital over here. So it was already pre-planned due to his health and everything. So we went, the surgery was done. Luckily, he saw us, we are here. That was his dream, that we should be here, looking at our past struggles and hustles, right? So he was happy that this family is here. So after 1 week, surgery went very well. Thanks to God, he was fine. But within like 2-3 days, he got into coma. It went bad shape. And now it was like every day, every other day, gotta go to hospital just to see Nanaji, everything is fine. And over there was Jugo juice. There was a juice bar. And I just went to see and I asked them, hey, is there any opportunity? I'm looking for a job. I need it. And somehow he was like, yep, we're looking for it. It was maybe right timing, right place. I was there. That was my first job in the juice bar, doing everything pretty much. I was running alone, actually. So that went for at least 2 months, 2-3 months actually. And in between, grandfather passed away and everything happened. That business got shut down, got bankrupt. That's fine. And he told me, okay, Mani, you're good. I want to go to my friend's business, which was restaurant in Thai Express. So I worked there for 8 months next.
During your studies?
That is full-time job and full-time study. No compromise on that. Even if I used to get more than 40 hours, I'm in. There's no responsibility. There's no liabilities. There's a hunger to become something. My last semester, Aditya, which I never forget it till now actually, I used to wake up at 6 o'clock. I used to take the bus at 7 o'clock, reach the college, which was Sheridan College in Hazel McCallion Square 1 campus.
Yeah.
Start the class at 8 o'clock, 8 to 11. Go to the Square 1, grab a 6-inch subway, whatever I could afford at that time. Take the bus at 11:45 back to home. Reach home at around 1 o'clock. Eat the food and sleep for an hour. Take the next bus at 2:30. Go to the factory, work there and finish the job at 12:30. Come home at 1, eat dinner. I was always on the bed by 1:30 or 2 max to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning again. 4 months, same thing every day.
So you have seen pretty much the typical immigrant, the struggles that, majority of us go through.
Correct.
So what turned from there? Like, so your college, part-times?
So once college finished, I went to my Mamaji. He's my mentor. Like, I need his help. What's the plan? He asked me. I said, you know what? Should I stick here? Because I'm doing good in factory warehouse as well. Because you assume, because you don't know what's outside.
Yeah.
I was making $16-17 at that time per hour.
So that was a good money at that time. Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
Because when the base pay was only like $9-10, I was making still $16. So I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
He said, nope, time to change. Time to grow. We have to get out of it. I said, okay, you tell me. He's like, you're good in talking. You're good in social. You can talk to anybody. I wanted to get into car sales. I was like, okay. I didn't give much thought. Right? I was like, sure, we'll try. Started applying, started talking to the people. Somehow I was able to get an opportunity with the dealership in one of the reputed Honda dealers. Right? So I started car sales actually for almost 1.5 years or so, 1 year, 2 months. I sold the cars. So once everything is started, there were almost like 12, 13 people on the floor. After 1 month, in the second month, with God's blessings, I became the top 4. The top 3 were in the business for more than 10 years. They were already top sales guys because being in the experience. Third month, something happened because I used to work. I was passionate to learn that I want to do something. I used to go at 9 o'clock, come back at 9 o'clock. There is a calendar for everybody, but who follows that? It's your business. Technically, it was fully commission pay, right? There's no hourly salary.
You got a very interesting story there. So within like less than 3 months or 1 year, you're into top 4.
Yep.
What were you doing differently than rest of them?
I was looking at what I can learn from people, what they are doing. Major thing. Secondly, I went to all the 3 top people. There was one of my good friend. His name was Kumaran. So nobody used to go and talk to him. And he was a top first guy, top sales guy, number 1.
So no one had balls to go and talk.
Even if people look at it in the eye, they used to turn their face. No, we don't want to play around with this guy. And I used to say, I'm like, why are you scared? He's a human. Like, what's going on? I just went to him. I said, Kumran Bhaiya, I need to learn from you. Like, what can I learn from you? It was the first time I'm asking. He's sitting on his desk. He looked at me like this. He's just thinking, why did this guy came and nobody else come to me and talk? Everybody's scared. Like, you're right. And he's like, okay, we'll think. Ignored me. That's fine. But I was hungry. I'm not going to stop. That's what my behavior is. I want to learn. Simple. I need a learning. And I went again. I said, I need to learn. I need to learn how you're selling 30, 40 cars a month. What are you doing different than what others are not doing it? And you know what? He told me the same thing, Mani. It's all mindset. I said, what do you mean by that? He's like, anybody walks into the door now, my mindset is already ready. He's not going out without buying a car from me. My mind is already ready. And look at my desktop. His desktop always used to have screensaver and wallpapers of belief. Belief word has a very, very big power. If you really analyze that word in deeply. And he used to put a target, 30 cars. And once he sells 5 cars, the target from 30 cars goes to 25 on the desktop because he's going to turn on every day.
Oh.
Like it's just a mindset flip. I learned from it how to be strong a little bit from mindset just by looking at observing things. That observation is also very important.
Yeah.
And there was another manager of me, Paul Chan, Korean manager actually. And he was a very strong guy, very happy, very happy. One day he came to me because I was still learning phases, of course, still learning it today as well. And he said, Mani, I will give you a task. I said, what do you mean task? So as being a car salesperson, they didn't allow us to position numbers to the clients directly. They want managers to give it. That was the way of working. That's fine. He said, next time I see you, whenever I see you, and if you're not smiling, I'm not going to give you even a single number. That means I cannot sell.
So you have to smile first.
I said, Paul, what do you mean by smiling? What does it has to do with what I'm doing? And then I don't want to. I'm not going to give you if I don't see you smiling. For me at that time, you feel like, what is happening, man? Like, what is this?
Yeah, kyun hasna hai?
Exactly. Hasna, like, what is this topic?
Maybe people look at me as like a mad person.
Exactly. And people were actually at that time, like, has kya raha hai, beta. Right? So I am always thinking, where is he? Where is he? Where is Paul? He's not looking at me. Because he says, even a single time a day, if I see you not smiling, I'm not going to give you a number for whole day. So I was intentionally smiling all day. Now tell me, if you're smiling all day for no reason, even if you're getting a bad call, you still have to smile a little bit for others, maybe not on the call.
Yeah.
What is going to happen to your mind?
You just feel more like energetic.
You start surrounding all that positive vibes around that. That is why in our culture, there is a word called Chardi Kala. Do you know what that means? Okay, I'm going to explain you. Actually, my Mama ji always keeps telling me everything, whatever happens, Chardi Kala Putter. That means high spirits, attracting positive energies.
Hmm.
In a layman language, it means you have a can-do attitude.
Hmm.
To do it, he always tells me Chardi Kala, and I named my house as a Chardi Kala as well. Because that is where all the spirits comes when you're smiling.
Hmm.
Positivity is
So
automatically
you're
attractive.
attracting.
You're attracting that.
So you got the positive energy, but what else did you do to get to that level?
So
Because still you need some skills, right?
when I learned all these basics of my specialty, because another sales guy was a professional, all sharp, everything sharp. I learned from him. And other guy was business professional, such as proper how to follow up, how to keep consistency. So basically, Honda, I would say, was my biggest roots, I would call it, where I learned all the basic traits a lot. And after that, something happened. I used to work a lot. I used to hustle 9 to 9. It was 6th or 7th of October. And I was working. It was a long day. 9 o'clock, back and forth with the client. Client says, yeah, this number is good with Mani. We are okay to sign. I lapsed. When I open up my eyes, I was already in the hospital by the time.
Why?
When you overkill yourself, something bad is gonna happen. For that night, I couldn't go home because my health didn't allow. So my mamaji stood beside me in the hospital, and when I went home in the morning, right, I got up ready, went back to work in the morning.
Again?
Hanji. Next day, not even 12 hours yet. They saw me. It was actually 30 hours. Anyways, they saw me. They're like, Mani, what are you doing? I said, we gotta work. They're like, we had an ambulance on you. You were in hospital last night. It's not even a whole day yet. You're not working. He was another my Korean manager, and I still thank him all my life. He has done a lot for me in a blessings point of view. He's like, no, go home. You need a break. You need a break. It's fine. Nothing wrong. Come back on Monday if you're really passionate about it. Anyways, I went home. That's fine. So on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, I was driving on 403. Cops pulled me over. It was minus 25 degrees at that time. Some things I don't forget it, right? He pulled me over. He came on this side, on the right-hand side. And he said, do you know why I stopped you? That was his first question.
Yeah.
I said, no, I don't. I said, I don't know. Like, I'm not driving speed. Like, I was not doing anything wrong. He said, I will tell you that. I said, before you answer, why don't you come inside the car? Because it's minus 25. It's damn freezing. He literally sat in my car. We had a chat. And he said, what happened? Why I stopped you is because when I ran your plate, it says driving under suspension. I was like, what? What do you mean? He's like, so that's when I realized when any relapsing like these type of things happen, it is automatically reported to ministry, which they suspend license.
Oh, because your health like...
Correct.
Oh,
and it's not cleared yet. They still have to do proper checkups.
Oh, so you didn't know that?
Not yet. Right. So I was like, what? I didn't know that. He's like, okay, I can understand because they can see in their systems what's going on, right? He asked me, like, why? I said, this happened like last week only, that I was in a hospital. So I wasn't knowing that. He's like, okay, I will still give you a ticket. That's my duty. I have to do it. Explain your matter in the court. That's fine. That was the first ticket I ever got in my lifetime. I would say one of those, like in Canada especially. And luckily, the ticket got resolved, totally not guilty because of the health reasons perspective point of view. And so it was clear. But the funny thing I would call is my general manager, I have to disclose that.
So you don't have car?
You don't have a car. I cannot be a sales guy on the floor because sometimes I have to pick up, drop off the car, fill the gas, whatever could be, right? I cannot do that. I don't have a driver license. So my Korean manager's name is Steven. He said, Mani, I don't want to lose you because you love what you do. I have an opening in parts. You don't need a license over there. If you need a job, that's fine. Because and that's where it happened. He gave me opportunity. I went back. This was 3 months only. When I became the top 4 as well, right after 1 month, 1.5 months, it happened. And believe it or not, Aditya, when the incident happened, I bought the car 3 days before only. 3 days before I bought the car. Right. So things align. It's okay. God knows what's the best for us. And I worked in parts. I was doing great because I was happy, smiling, because that became my attitude and things were selling much faster. I was happy with the mechanics. Everybody was like in lining together, positivity. And when I got license back, all the checkups were done, everything cleared. I got license back. Now I was hungry for back to be on the sales because I loved that more. It was all commission. I was making more than being a hourly paid. I came back after that. I worked for 1 month, but it started giving me hint that your health might go down again. Then I discussed with the Steven and he said, Mani, seems like God is giving you a signal. This business is not meant to be for you. Sometimes take these things in a very positive way that this business might not be yours. And that's when it happened, termination happened, resignations, everything, because health is first. And I was 22 at that time, I would say, 23, 22. And then I was like, okay, what to do? My uncle, of course, he was like, don't worry, things will line, things will automatically work, just keep searching. There will be a positivity. If this business is closed due to health, it's fine. He was there in backing on that positive side. Keep going, it's okay. I was trying to find in a cell phone business that tomorrow I will learn that and I will open up my own business of cell phone. That was the plan. I was applying interviews because at that time it was Indeed. Now it's hardly anybody use Indeed right now. I was applying everywhere and got interviews but not selected. But somehow Sun Life saw my resume. Is the insurance company for the people who don't know. They wanted to interview me. I didn't apply it.
You didn't apply?
None. I didn't even know what this business is all about. None. They emailed me, we want to interview you. I went there. I said, yeah, what do you do? And your basic interview questions. But I said, why did you choose me for an interview? I mean, why did you even email me? I don't have any background about insurance, investments, nothing. He's like, you have 2 skills. I said, what? First, good with the numbers because I had accounting, right? Because that's my resume says business accounting. Second is you worked in sales. And you worked in car sales actually. That is one of the another toughest ones. Actually, most toughest is life insurance, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
But
comparative to cars. Okay.
I will come to that. Okay. But I said, really? They like to sell any, especially life insurance, you just need basic 2 skills, numbers and
the sales skills.
Exactly. He's like, you have it. And I talked to my uncle. We had a lunch. He's like, what's the plan? I said, I got opportunity from Sun Life. He's like, yeah, good company, no doubt, good name, brand is there. And what else? I said, other 2 companies were another financial as well, but not up to the mark of Sun Life. Mama said, Sun Life is good. I didn't even give a thought. Start. And
so now this is like when you're 23.
Hanji.
So like pretty
2016.
much
Exactly
2016.
Correct.
So now like 9 years.
10 years almost.
10 years.
First February, 10 years
in
in the
kind
industry.
Of business have you done in these 10 years? I mean, before for people to get a reason to listen to you of the financial industry side journey.
What do you think is the average policy sale count? Like say if I sell you one policy, it's a 1 count. What do you think average beginner within under 3 years sells? Average.
100?
That's what you think?
I have no idea.
Second thought. I mean, think it yourself. If you have to sell a life insurance policy, how much you can do it? You have a basic knowledge, the basic needed.
For the new person who is doing the
brand new,
doing insurances, life insurance.
Yes.
Maybe like if we take on an average, he did 10 policies a month.
Okay.
120 policies
That's
a year.
What you think so? No. My friend Aditya, average count is 4 to 5 policies a year.
People do just only 4
to 5 year.
Okay.
It is a big disaster in our industry, which I hate it because there's a lot of gap in the awareness. We are not meeting a lot of people who really need help.
How many policies have you done?
My highest till now is 150 a year.
In a year?
In a year. Right. So, and remember, and this is when I was in Sun as well, 150 policies in a year. I was a top sales policy count. Guess how much will be for second guy? Yes, experienced guys. Not
so you were the number one
in a top sales.
How long did it take you to get to number 1?
In that branch, I was in 7th year at that time.
7th year, you were in that branch or whole Sun Life, you were the number 1?
On that branch. Whole Sun Life as well. Actually, you're right. Even whole Sun Life, the highest was, if I'm not wrong, at that year was 202. But anybody crossing 100 was a very minimal people. Very minimal because average count is 4 to 5. Even experienced guy, average count is actually 20 only. Experienced guy, I'm telling you, 20 to 30, that's it.
So making 100 is like 150 is
it's
like
a big
thing.
Achievement actually.
Okay.
Right?
But what got you to that number 1 position in 7 years?
First of all, blessings again from God. First year, I tried to excel whatever I can by door knocking and cold calling because I didn't hesitate to ask or do anything. Never.
So you're door knocking and cold calling.
And cold calling, not housing, but always businesses. If I housing, I did it. If I'm going to client's house, if I came out and a neighbor is standing outside, I will just talk. But I don't knock housing, but businesses all the time, even till today actually.
You call.
Once a while. So at that time, when we go to temple, there is registries to call people. I used to pick it up. I used to call. My schedule used to be whosoever I call in the evening from 5:30 to 8:30 was my fixed.
Calling.
3 hours calling consistently.
Every day.
Every day, 5 days for sure. Saturday, Sunday also. Sunday was not much, but Saturday for sure. 5 to 6 days, every day gonna happen this 3 hours. And whosoever I called, because it's a cold call, it's not easy to
So they don't
close
know
it.
you.
They don't know me at all.
Yeah, you're
Right?
like just like a typical sales call. I would not even answer.
Nobody
So
answers.
what did you do on those calls?
So on those calls, I try to build a relationship mainly. That this is what I do. Like easy script. This is what I do. Right? And I want to set up a meeting with you just to find if there's any gaps, if I could be anything helpful to you. If they say, oh, thank you for the call. If any call goes well, I used to mark down in my paper that after 2 days only, I'm going to go to his business. I know his address because he wrote it down in the book to call me and this is my address.
Yeah.
After 2 days, I'm on his door. Without asking appointment, just door to show him who I am, he talked to 2 days before.
So it's just a positive sign you were waiting for.
Correct. That any good conversation, I am going to be at the door. That's where it happened with the Raman call. I called him. I still remember the call. He was heading to an airport to drop his dad. And he picked up the call.
Yeah.
Right. And I said, this is what I do. Of course, he was surprised that nobody called me to cold call to sell me something.
Yeah.
And you're doing it. And the funny thing is, after that, he also spoke up positive about insurance.
Yeah.
And he told me his dream. He told me his goal. And that day I told him, Kiar, I will feel blessed the day, even if I got a small pie of your portion. And I did got it. Thanks to God for that. Right. But question is, that was call only. First cold call. Then after 2 days, on the door,
went to the office.
On the office, sitting outside waiting for him.
And by the way, for those who don't know who is Raman Dua is the CEO of Save Max. And now what do you do? How do you?
I'm at the front desk. I'm here to see Raman. They're like, do you have an appointment? No, I just want to meet him because we had a call. They're like, sure, let's wait. Waiting for him. He's like, yeah, hi. I said, I'm Mani. We had a phone call. If you're He's like, yeah, of course. Like, do we have an appointment? I said, no, I just came to show myself who I am. You really talk to.
That's it.
That's it. And that's how our relationship started, right? And continuation. And then first thing I opened was company benefits. Companies, employees were very important for us. Like whatever the importance for his was, we prioritized those things and we started with the business according to that.
So pretty much your lead generation for your business was calling and showing up with the people.
Yep.
Other than that, you haven't done anything else?
None.
Seriously?
And till today, I don't do a lot of cold call, very minimal.
Because you already have an established database.
My pipeline is very big, Aditya. I don't want to lie. With God's blessing, my pipeline is so big because I kept doing, I kept writing, kept making proper Excels to follow up consistently. And now with God's blessing, being 10 years, referrals are there too. Circles will automatically turn around, right? And I keep opening doors. So it keeps me busy all the time.
So you have started the relations. You know, what I see a big power here. The relation starting is like, that's like everyone knows what some way or form they can get the relation started.
Correct.
But you're doing something underneath that getting you business. And not only that, like you're building a relation long term because, you know.
Correct. Our business
when I did not heard from you. I heard from Raman talking about you on a stage.
Correct.
So that means there is something you have done under that.
I would summarize to art of asking.
Okay. Elaborate.
Whether it's your business, my business, or anybody's. If you don't ask, you're not going to get it.
So what kind of questions you ask these business owners?
My first house in Canada, my principal residence, do you know who really pitched me in my mind to buy it? It was him only, Raman.
Okay.
And first house principal residence I bought in 2020. 8 years of being in Canada. We never had a house. We sold our India house in 2004 because of financial reasons, which we shared the story. So 16 years, we never had our principal residence house. Actually.
So you're just renting.
That's it.
Okay. What happened?
My surroundings were already becoming realtors. Everything was becoming realtors. Right?
But you don't have a house.
I don't have a house. Do you know why? Because nobody asked me.
Seriously?
Hanji.
You are doing business with them?
Hanji.
Okay.
So when I'm playing tennis with him, right? So we usually sit for like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes just to after the game, just to relax, relax the body. Then he asked me, Mani, what's your, yes, you're in markets. I was big in markets at that time as well. And he told me, what's your real estate portfolio? I said, honestly, Raman, I don't believe in that because I'm doing stocks, mutual funds and all. He's like, what do you mean by that? You don't believe? That's where the conversation started because he asked me the question, what's your real estate portfolio? Then he told me about the numbers, that how mortgage industry works, how housing industry works. And I said, to what you're telling me, it's totally making sense, Raman. And he's like, you should own it. I said, yeah, with the numbers I have, numbers I shared with him.
Because you're a numbers guy.
Because I'm a numbers guy. And I shared with him actually because he was guiding me in that side. Then I told him, hey, I have this much, I have that much. He's like, Mani, you can easily get it for up to $1 million. I said, really? I said, let's do it. Didn't give a second thought. Let's do it. Within 3 months, we bought it. 3 months. When I'm circle, my surroundings was becoming a niche market kind of like realtors. Nobody ever asked me. Whether I was always pitching them, they were avoiding. Whether call it maybe agent, life insurance, whatever it is. But nobody asked me, Mani, what's your real estate?
And that's a powerful sales. Anyone who wants to succeed in sales, that's a powerful message, I believe. Even, you hit me on me also. Like, I know so many people, probably I haven't asked either.
If I am selling 100 plus policies, because I'm just asking.
But do you think, because I came across so many financial advisors.
Correct.
The biggest gap I see is the knowledge.
Yep.
Because see, everyone say, do you have a life insurance? You get one.
Correct.
When I don't know why I need one. See, I'm in 20s.
Yeah.
Why the heck I would think about dying?
It's not always the life insurance. It's the goals and how financial and tax system works in Canada. So majority of the time people have a basic insurance. Oh, just to protect the mortgage. Majority of the time. It's still a gap, but still. Right? But in real, there's always a cost involved when somebody dies as well, which is funeral cost. Do you know right now what is the roughly number of if somebody dies? Hypothetical.
The funeral cost.
Yeah, like total demise, after that doing government loans, whatever, the paying of the debts, whatever it could be.
You mean
The
how
funeral.
much
To basically
just to pay the funeral?
Correct.
Pata bhi nahi.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं पता.
I have no idea because back home cost क्या है? What is the cost? Just only लोगों को खाने के लिए.
Cheapest casket. Because even of course if you burn the body in Canada, you have to put it in a casket. Okay?
To burn it.
Hanji. You cannot just put the body back home. That's what we do. So cheapest casket today, even if you go to funeral home ever, if you get an opportunity, just to understand.
Learn.
So cheapest casket is around $5,000-6,000, just a casket.
Okay.
Which you might not even buy. Because this is a varieties of casket. You might choose, no, person should not be demised.
So now
on this, it should go to 8,000-10,000 at least.
Now I'm really curious. So what's the cost when someone passes away? The lowest, cheapest cost?
Yeah, if you're doing like okay, I would say, not just like cheapest, 15 to 20,000.
That's
to
a
die
cost.
in Canada to funeral. You have two options. How you're going to pay. One option is pay from checking account, pay the money. Some people don't even have 15-20,000 to pay that. Second option is this is called as risk transfer strategy. People are going to die, that is 100% sure. That is it's a part of life, right? Who is going to pay this cost? At the end of the day, your family, you're passing on the burden on the family. And if they don't have a life insurance, you have to pay from the pocket. But can you buy a life insurance and pay small amount, which starts from actually $15-20 a life insurance policy?
Seriously?
Hanji. Starting from 15-20, I still have a minimum cheapest client I've sold is $13. $13, 13. And even if you paid, I would say long term, if somebody is young, 20 years, let's take that example, and you're going to pay till 60 years ahead, like 80 years the person passes away, you will still, even for that 20,000 policy, you will still never pay 10,000 or even 12,000 for the whole 60 years. And as soon as that death happened, first of all, you paid half the price. And whenever the death happened, you're getting a one check tax free from outside people rather than you putting from the pocket, your family.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to pay it?
It makes sense.
That is where people don't tell that this is also,
What is the process?
This is actually a basic every person should have. At least because the funeral is certain, it's going to happen.
So that's the basic side of it.
Basic of it.
Now let's talk more than just the basic.
Hanji.
Because, what you told me in that seminar,
Correct.
where you talked some really important points.
Correct.
How in Canada, because Canada or any North America,
Correct.
like,
Correct.
avoiding taxes is not an easy thing.
Correct.
And you talked about few things where you can legally
Correct.
skip the taxes.
Correct.
Can you elaborate on those?
See, it's not skip, either reduce or there is way. I will share that. First of all,
Or save on taxes.
Save on taxes. That's a right word as well. Or reduce, it could be a right word as well. So first of all, a lot of people don't know there's a taxes when somebody dies after second spouse, technically. Majority of the times, if the will says or beneficiary says, the will technically, and the beneficiary is going to, after first spouse dies, second spouse gets the money. In Canada, as per legal system, tax system, it's rollover. It doesn't hit the capital gain taxations.
Okay.
As soon as second spouse passes away, all the taxes comes in place, and in your lifetime, you would not have paid that much taxes. In terms, when somebody dies, they pay highest taxes when they're dead.
Can you give me a simple example? For example,
Perfect.
A wife and husband own a home, probably $1 million home, passed in when they're in the 80s.
Correct. Let's take an example. So first of all, people need to understand first of all what are tax-free transfers.
Okay.
Then I will give the example.
Yes.
Because this way people can relate that, otherwise people will start thinking everything is tax. No.
Exactly.
So in Canada, it's three things are transferred tax-free to the next generation or whosoever you want to give it. It's not just only kids, anybody. Parents, friends, families, anybody.
You never have to pay taxes for those three things.
As of today. Today. Right? There could be probate fees, but not capital gain taxes.
Okay.
Right? Do you want to guess which one it is? Just give one first.
As a realtor, I know the first thing is primary home.
Correct. As of today, there is no capital gain tax on principal residence when somebody sells on that. Second is TFSA. It is one of the best accounts government has opened up for everybody. Tax-free saving account is tax-free today when you invest. You withdraw, it's tax-free. When you die, it's tax-free. Third, and the most least used, is a life insurance policy.
But how a life insurance policy would be a investment? Because it's only I understand, like when I die, my family gets money.
Correct.
But there is no taxes on that money?
None. Life insurance is tax-free. Doesn't matter the amount goes to. Coverage amount.
Is this the reason why rich people pay bigger life insurance?
100%. Richest people, especially the Ted Rogers, is very big on the news. Even if you Google that, he owned a massive policy. Massive. 6-digit policy he had on him when he passed away. Why the Rogers owner bought it? What do you think? He's a multi-billionaire, millionaire Rogers. Like we use cell phones. Why did they had it?
Why?
Capital gain. We run a business. It has grown. There's a gain on it.
So business, obviously you have to pay taxes.
So what are tax? So I'm going to explain them. Investment properties, RRSPs, businesses gain. Other than every human in Canada is actually taxpayer gets a lifetime capital gain exemption as well, up to a certain dollar.
So before we go into that, what do you mean by like primary home, there is no taxes? Like elaborate more on.
Let me elaborate more. And suppose you bought the house today for $1 million. Right, when somebody passed away, right, or even when somebody passed away, at that time it's called as deemed disposition. Actually, that's a legal financial word, right? Say at that time the value was $3 million. There's a gain of $2 million, correct? When it's getting transferred to the kids, there's no tax on this $2 million.
But do I have to live in that house for that whole time?
One house can only be a primary residence.
So whichever the one that you consider couple.
Correct.
Whichever the one that couple lived in.
Either lived in, or because sometimes there could be cottages, right? Majority of the time, you should do what you should do. If there's a bigger gain, you have to report to CRA every transaction, meaning when you're buying, selling. You have to report to them what primary residence you are keeping.
And how many primary residents can I have?
One couple.
Only one.
One house.
Only one.
Hanji. Couple can only have a one house. Cannot be husband has a separate house, wife has a separate. No. Couple can only have a one house.
So that, because this is a big debate, right? Like right now, a lot of people who are in 20s, 30s debate that, you should not buy a house. You're paying so much in taxes, more insurance, this, that. Just renting is the best option.
As I gave you my example, like Raman was the first person.
Yeah, because
who
you're
pushed
also
me.
renting for 8 years.
For 8 years.
Knowing
8
all
years.
this tax,
100%. 8 years getting into it, right? And because nobody explained me, right? So that's first thing. Now, coming back to the asking question as well, right? And when somebody open up your eyes, na, ki why it's important, how it needs to be done, we need to jump in. Meaning to have a learning attitude that, yeah, what is other person offering? At least let's listen to it in a positive way.
Why someone should think in that lines, like having this primary home, building equity in the primary home?
See, when you don't own a house na, as a principal residence, you always think, can I even afford it? That is what it stops anybody, I would say, to buy a house.
Because I cannot afford it.
That was in my mind, that we are maybe not ready to afford even. Who is going to pay monthly mortgages?
Correct.
Right? Nobody narrowed us down with every dollar figure. That's why there was a delay of 8 years.
Okay.
And when it was explained to me, we jumped in. Still, people, of course, the current markets are different. We understand, we respect that, right? Having at least a one house is important because it's your asset at the end of the day. Renting is not your asset. Right? It is basically you're paying somebody else's mortgage. Kind of like a term policy.
Yeah.
Right? You're still renting it. Like you have a roof, you have a protection on that side, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, there is appreciation in the properties. And when tomorrow you're buying a second property or commercial, whatever you want to, banks look at you as a good client, not an average client. Because you own asset.
Gotcha.
And this asset could be not just physical, it could be liquid, it could be TFSA, it could be RRSP. They do take that in consideration. Yeah, this person is financially, they know what they are doing. They are easy to lend you. Plus you're building a credit history. Plus you're building a lot of factors behind that. Renting is not only the solution. Maybe even if sometimes people come to me, like young people who don't own a house, and if their number makes sense to me, because what I do is my way of working is every dollar planning. That's how I introduce myself now. People who ask me, I said, I'm a financial planner. I plan every dollar of client's life. That's where the conversation then further starts, right? Then we go deep. So when I do every dollar planning, and if I see what are you waiting for to buy a house, majority answer I get it, I'm not ready. Have you sat down? No. Okay. I am looking at numbers. Whether I'm not a realtor or mortgage, you are eligible. Because I know the numbers now. I know how to qualify, how to happen, everything I know majority with the knowledge and experience. I push them, okay, you got to go and buy it because you can now. Even if you're paying from renting, you're paying extra $400-500, you can afford it.
I can afford it, but what if I lose my job? How can I?
Thank you. Very good question, because that's the really objection of those people actually. Beauty about Canada, that's why sometimes people say we are paying too much into insurances. That's a very big norm. People don't like sometimes talk to insurance agents. It's the beauty is first is EI, employment insurance, especially for the people in Canada. They are service people. 75% to 70% is the ratio. People are service industry. They are paying EIs.
Yes.
Correct? Which covers only 55% almost. I get that.
So 55% of their salary.
Correct. And there is a cap as well. For 1 year.
So if I lose my job, I still will get 50-55% of my salary.
Correct.
For 1 year.
Correct. And there is a cap as well, but still. So for 1 year, they are protected at least for that.
Yeah.
Now, what is the chance they are not able to get another job for 1 year? What do you think could be a probability?
Unless I don't do anything.
Correct. Thank you. If you don't do and sit on the couch for 1 year, you're never going to get it. I mean, could be a luck, right? Somebody referred you or something, right? Yeah. But looking at if your spouse income is still running, if those things can survive, because I look at worst case scenarios all the time, the time.
So you're saying worst case scenario, if wife and husband or girlfriend, boyfriend, two people,
correct,
both are working, if they can account their house expenses, their living expenses, 50% of their salary.
Correct.
So that means they don't have to sell that home for 1 year.
Correct. And what is the chance they will lose the house only if they didn't find the job, which is very minimal probability for that. And this is what life is all about, a little bit risk. You have to take risk. You have to take risk. Yeah. And it is important part to take the risk. Like I have taken a lot of risk in my life, because one thing that I have seen in people is that even if we tell them something, they overanalyze situations, which is, I think, maybe back home nature or whatever could be, because it's an inside box thinking. They just overanalyze. If I give you a pen right now, you will start thinking, why did they give me a pen? You will. Like, is there a reason? Like, you didn't even ask me, I still want to give it because I really want to give you because it's under my name. This pen is like literally printed with my names and everything. That's why I want to give you. But I didn't tell you, but you're just thinking. It's over-analyzation creates a problem, actually. Risk is taking risk, but at least exploring once calculated.
So you say it's a mindset to, take
Not
a chance.
overanalyze.
Not over.
Take a chance if you get it on the door opportunity.
Okay, so I want to take a chance on, let's say house. I got it. But you also mentioned, that the other tax savings investment vehicle is TFSA.
100%.
Can you elaborate more on that?
100%. Especially whosoever watching now, of course, as we say.
Let's assume that they don't know anything about TFSA.
Correct. So it's an old saying as well. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? So not just only real estate is the only option, right? And especially to realtor clients, they believe only in real estate majority of the time, just so you know, right? So you know that maybe as well. Majority of the portion. See, having a liquid assets give you, I would say, a little push that we have liquidation option quickly.
What do you mean by liquid asset?
If something tomorrow goes wrong, job loss, one option. As you said, disability, second option. Family needs emergency money. Can you sell the house right away? No. Not really.
On an average, it takes 2 to 3 months at least to get the money.
Correct. But at least having a liquid asset such as TFSAs is the most liquid and tax-free option other than checking account, saving account, because they are totally liquid, that you can withdraw the money anytime actually. Yeah, gotcha. Maybe it will take 3 to 4 business days, settlement period, depending on where you're investing, what's going on, from 0 to at least 3 business days. It's liquid money.
So TFSA, how much money can I put into it?
Very good.
And how much taxes can I save? And how can I invest money from TFSA?
TFSA, it all depends on the year you land in Canada.
Okay. So let's say I just came 2 years ago.
Since last 2 years, the limit has been $7,000 per person. So if you came alone, as an example, we are taking 2 years. So your limit is $14,000.
Okay.
You can put it. This money would
doesn't matter what's my salary. Doesn't matter what's my status.
None.
Even if I'm on a student visa.
Only if you're taxpayer.
Okay, so that means you have to be working.
Not really, actually. You can file zero taxes. You can do zero tax.
Oh, so you just need to file the taxes.
$0 tax filing.
Okay, got you.
Especially with the parents and grandparents who are old, they don't have incomes and their pension is not started because they're just landed.
Oh, so even they can file taxes.
$0 taxes.
Hanji. So everyone, even my parents, can have a TFSA account.
Not for visitor super visa, of course. Like status needs a status. PR holders, right?
PR holders, citizens.
100%.
Okay, continue.
This money you invest from your checking account, basically. This money is after tax dollars, basically. You already pay the tax and that's from your salary or something. Now you already got it after taxation in your checking account.
Yeah.
Then you put it in a TFSA account. You can open up with banks, insurance companies, online. There's so many tools, wherever, right? All the options are there. And you invest into the markets. Either you buy stocks, either you buy funds, mutual funds, sec funds, GICs, whichever you want to. Whatever the growth happen on it, even if say you put whatever, right? And $1,000 became $1,200. That $200 is tax free,
and I can withdraw anytime.
Anytime.
It's not the tax saving like RRSP when you put in, you're taking tax advantage.
Correct.
But TFSA is like you already paid the taxes for that money.
Correct.
Whatever the returns you make on that in that account.
Correct.
That is the one you're gonna take advantage. But the question here is like, okay, I have money in TFSA, let's say $1,000. Where would you recommend me investing? How do you want me to? Because the reason I bring this up, myself.
Correct.
Until 3 years ago, I have money in my TFSA and RRSP, but I put an automatic investment by the
monthly
bank.
Pre-authorized. Yes.
No, not the pre-authorization. The bank invest it.
Okay.
I didn't even know that I can actually invest that RRSP or TFSA. I personally can put it into certain bonds. Correct. Or like,
self-directed.
I didn't know that.
Correct.
So bank was investing, and this video that made me go and look at my account, how much returns I made. I was shocked.
Why?
There was hardly any returns. After that, this deductible, that's deductible. Probably like for 20,000, for 8 years, I'm talking like it's been accumulating. Correct. Probably 2,000 or 3,000.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was shocked.
Wow.
Since then I took control. So if someone who are like me, who if they would already surprised,
Correct.
what would you recommend?
So when you go direct to bank, the person who is advising you, there's a lot of factors behind it before you invest. You have to understand their profile first. It's very important before investing. Their profile is very important. Majority of the time I've seen the tellers especially, they will open up account, they will put the money in. They might not be there after 4 months. There might be a new person there. And after 3 months, there might be another new person because they got promoted. That was their first job. Now they got promoted. Nothing wrong in that, but the gap of returns is right there. Gap of personal advice is right there, which was left. Because people kept changing, your money kept changing.
Yeah.
People come to me because it's me, not bank. They come to me because of me, technically. Wherever I invest, whether insurance companies or bank, it's me who is making decision.
So you're saying the financial advisors, they can invest my money in my TFSA.
100% correct. So meaning when we open any liquid accounts investments point of view, we have to analyze a lot of factors. Like in legal word, KYC, KYP. Right? Know your product, know your client. It's very important. I really take that seriously. Tell me a time horizon when you're not going to touch the money at all. And if you tell me, Mani, I don't want this money for my retirement, if it's RRSP or anything could be. And looking at your age, if I know we still have a room for 20 years, which you're not going to touch it, and your risk profile when we did a KYC, it's higher that you can take a risk, I will easily choose the aggressive fund. Because this is the biggest myth. Sometimes people say, Mani, if we choose aggressive fund, what if it falls? My money is going to go down.
What do you mean by aggressive funds?
Correct. So it's conservative, moderate, balance, aggressive, and growth. These are 5 layers of it. Okay. Conservative, moderate.
So within the funds,
Correct.
there is different type of funds.
Hanji. From low to typical high. Low to medium, medium to high, and high. Right. So when we know the risk profile of the client after KYC, time horizon, because time horizon is the biggest key actually.
Okay.
That how long you don't need it. Keeping aside emergency funds, of course, that's always a factor in life. Anything could happen, emergency. But if we know, we don't need this fund for now, for next 20 years, I will automatically choose the funds which are high risk funds, because that's where people say, Mani, if we put that money in the funds and if the fund didn't perform well, say this year recession hits or anything happens, my money is going to go down. I said, so what?
You're not going to sell.
We are not selling. We are still in the markets.
Because they mentioned that, they want it for certain longer period.
Correct. And I tell them, do not panic as well and do not watch it again and again, the funds. We'll give you a very good example. Actually, this happened last year, 4-5 months ago. And husband was my clients for last 5 years. They just got married. Wife came in the picture. Right. We started involving wife. First did the insurance, because for me, insurance is very important. I mean, people don't realize the importance of insurance.
What are some of the things that you think people don't know about life insurance? Other than just, if I die, I'll get money. What are some of the things that you really feel like you need to know? These are the reasons why you need to have life insurance.
One question. Do you have somebody dependent on you?
Yes.
You need a life insurance. Always think, is there even a single human in this world who might be looking at you? Could be an inspiration, could be a related, could be anybody. If you feel that person is important, maybe it could be a charity. If you're charitable side.
But I don't have job right now. I don't even have proper part-time.
Even if they don't have a job, right there, cheapest policy starts from $10 to $13.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Even if it's a single human, whether it's spouse, parents, anybody, and if that person has a soft corner, what if something happened, my income is how gonna impact my family? They need it.
Yeah. So back to the funds topic.
Correct.
So let's say I'm a person, I'm working for, I have decent income. I have let's say 100,000 in my RRSP account or TFSA.
Correct.
I don't want to touch it.
Correct.
For next 10 years.
Correct.
I want to have a highest growth.
As much as you can.
Yeah. So what's the average?
Don't ask me that question. Why I mean to say, average can vary from lot of factors.
But just to get an idea, let's say,
giving an idea.
I know this is not a financial advice.
No, exactly.
It's nothing is guaranteed.
Off the topic, yes.
But you have seen different funds.
100%.
Just for me to make that decision, should I trust a financial advisor to do some things for me.
Correct.
I want to know like what they have done in the past.
Look at the profile of advisor first. I told the banking side, look at the professor. Same. When you're looking for people like us who are looking for us, look at the profile of us. What we know, how we know. And whenever I do a first meeting, knowledge recommendation, I always tell people, don't close with me right now. I mean, if you still want to have, maybe go and talk to 2 more people just to do your own due diligence before you sign up with me even.
But what do I talk to them? Like what kind of things I should ask to know that my money is safe, or whatever I'm making decisions, this person will give me the right decision, right guidance.
What I mean to say is I can easily say, look for designations. I can easily say, look for years in the business, right? Like those are like basics things of it, right? But in real, when you're talking with somebody when you're talking with eye contact, actually, you really feel it. Do they even know anything or none? Like a human body also speaks sometimes. Of course, designations, knowledge, experience in the business, how much time horizon this person has been in the working in the markets matters the most. But human body language matters also secondary.
Gotcha. So back to those 5
so for all
funds.
the criteria, right? So there is a lot of planning behind it. What I mean to say, after doing all the analysis and everything, I know we don't need this money for 20 years. And if somebody money fall as well, average turnaround period to the same page is within 2 to 3, max 4 years. At the same page where they are. So I was giving you a client example, right? So when the wife came in the picture, which I know it left between. So she saved up $20,000, sorry, $30,000 in the saving account because she was always hesitant about markets in TFSA for last 4 years. No investments in the market, all sitting in the saving account because she was scared of money to go down.
Yeah.
And of course, husband came in the picture. Husband saw my results because he was already my client. And we somehow built the trust with the wife to change the mentality to get into the markets because it was long-term horizon. Don't put it in the saving account. The growth is like pennies, 0.5, 0.7, depending on the banks.
But your inflation...
Of course, it's a depreciation happening actually. Right? Inflation right now is 2.8%, 3% roughly around there. So,
which means your currency value is going down.
Exactly.
Sitting in the checking account.
100%.
Okay.
So we convinced her to move the money. We moved the money, right? Now, depending on what institution is coming from, sometimes they charges as well. It varies from $50 to $200, depending on institution it's coming from. When we do transfers.
Okay. So which bank they have their money?
Bank or insurance companies.
Okay. So where they kept their money.
Correct. Correct. That institution charged them $150. She was upset with that. That institution charges. Now, question is that I cannot control because institution charges
have their
for liquidating from their institution. Money moved. Now, it is a first time investments for her. First of all, until the money fully transferred, she kept logging in the account of companies, portal insurance companies to check my money is here or not. Because it's the first time. Somehow money showed up. Of course, when the transfer completed, money is here. Every day she started looking. I believe it or not, I got a big message, calls as well, because I was in the meeting. My usually phones are always on silent. Always when I'm in a client meeting, I came out of me. I saw 5 calls, and his husband called me twice, and a big message. I was like, "What's going on?" Like I am shocked. Like everything is okay. And I saw the message. And her message was, Mani, I'm very disappointed. My money went down. First, the other institution charged the fees. And I'm not liking this. Like, I should have kept my money in the saving account and everything. Then I called her husband first. I said, you tell me what happened. Right? I see these, all the messages and calls. Like, he's like, Mani, can you talk to her and explain her? Because I tried, but she didn't listen to me. I think I need your help in explaining it. He understood because he knows the market. He's already in the market for last 4 years with me. He knows how it is.
So what happened?
So that's where I'm going. So when I called her, of course, she's like, Mani, this happened, that happened. So that 30,000, first of all, she was unhappy with the $150 charge. The 30,000 decreased by $300. $300. 29,700 remaining. So total loss is what? 450. Institution, because she was not happy, she bragged about it. That's fine. It's her right. It's a client. They can do it. Fund went down by 300 as soon as money came in within like 2 days. Then I explained her the right way that your time horizon is bigger. Your average profile was a bigger, high risk. Trust the process. It will work. but I've never invested. I said, it's okay. You told me you don't need this money for at least 12 to 15 years with the goals, right? I said, just believe. It's okay. Calm down. It's okay.
Just leave it there.
Leave it. Just one advisor I said, how often are you checking the account by login? She's like, Mani, every hour.
Why?
Became a habit because until the transfer was not done, she was already checking it every hour. I said, every transaction, even if the fund change, it happens every other day. Every day, it's overnight done.
Yeah.
Not every hour, right? So, and I started laughing. On one side, I said, you know what? Okay, one advice. Of course, I made her calm down first. That it's okay, believe in the process and thing. I said, you know what? Don't log in for at least for a month, I would say. Because your brain will start thinking small because you will keep looking again and again. And don't worry if you don't believe in me, if you want to take the funds back, happy to do that. I am not stopping. There's no extra penalties onto it. It's open. It's TFSA. It's open. Take it. Then somehow she believed that don't open it. She said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the app as well on the phone.
Perfect.
Then she gave me, I said, please do it. Did it. Wait, believe it or not, after 2 weeks, because I was having that in my mind, nah, I know it's the first time she's not happy. I was checking her account at the back end because it's my duty as advisor, right? It became profitable to $450. Profit, I'm saying. From minus $400, it became positive $450. I called her. I said, did you check the account? She's like, no, you told me not to check it. And I deleted the app, not checking it all. I said, I intentionally want you to download the app, check it. She's like, what do you mean? I said, please check it. Then give me a call back. Of course, numbers are same and me and their experience portal is same. Plus positive. And right away logged out, called me back. Mani, what happened? I said, believe in the process. I know it's the first time and being upset, disappointment was very normal because it's the first time for you. Now, at least, are you happy though? She's like 100%. I am positive 450. What else I need? Now, we are talking very small percentage of 30,000 fund, but at least her mind was there. We are talking about mindset right now.
Okay.
Right? And I said, you know what? You did a good job by not logging in. Please delete the app again. Believe in the process. It's going to work out. It's going to work it out now. She's like, now, I am now confident that you're taking care of it. That is where the gap is.
So it's like
personalized advice plus not just 9 to 5. That's why people come to us to trust because I am managing. Or not just same insurance. Like it's the one person you can be dependent on. If something happens, call Mani. Even if weekend evening, call Mani. It's okay. Majority of times I get a call directly from wives as well. They don't wait for the husband to call. I directly take their number. I give my number to them. No, wife should have it direct. Because the privacy regulations as well.
But you bring up a really important mindset shift that, I can relate to that story. Years ago, when my stock accounts were managed by the bank, I was checking actually here and there. Now I have much bigger portfolio. I don't even look at it. I just invested in certain things and I look at probably whenever I hear some interesting news, I go check, to move the portfolio. But so it makes sense that the mindset shift in having a clear goal and sticking to your ideology process makes a lot of sense.
And majority of the time, they are not wrong as well. It is just the first time for them. They themselves don't know that we don't have to check every hour. It is normal for them to be disappointed on that situations, right? Yes. And majority of the time, people who check on regular basis, they are the one who have the smallest accounts actually.
Yeah, true.
And yes, we respect those ones as well. But they are the ones, the people who are bigger, they don't even check it. They don't have time because they know the process.
You can spend that time elsewhere making more money or, getting more. That's a fantastic story. And moving on to like one more important topic I want to cover, like,
Please.
Which you talk quite often. And I had no clue until recent times. You talked about estate planning quite a lot of times.
Correct.
And will. For someone, who are in 20s, 30s, why do I need a will? What is will?
Good.
What is estate planning?
Very good question. A lot of people think, why do I need will? Why do I need estate planning? Or what is estate planning? This is becoming a bigger topic these days, like because of social media, I call it, right? I mean, I'm not a big on social media guy. I am like face-to-face guy direct. But there are a lot of myths as well, actually.
What
right?
are some of the myths?
So meaning, what do you think, when to start thinking about estate planning?
I have no clue. I still don't know. I'm being honest.
No, you're right. This is one of your answers, right? People don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think it's too expensive to do estate planning. Sometimes people think, oh, it's too early to plan. Sometimes people think, oh, it's too late to plan. Do we even need a planning? These are the common myths. People have it.
No, my biggest question is like, I don't even know what is the estate plan. I never heard of it. I mean, I heard, but I don't know what exactly
the
it
definition of it.
Yeah,
right?
I thought it's for the rich people.
You
who
are
has
right.
millions
This
of
is
millions
one
of
of the
dollars.
objections too. That is only for the rich people. I am not that rich yet. Right?
Yeah.
So estate planning, and I will come on the will as well. It's correlated topics. When I ask people, what's your tax bill when you die, when your couple dies? I mean, especially question is mainly for people who have built assets, some of it, right? Because then you can correlate to the topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Right?
So assets can be like, my house.
Investment properties.
One rental property or two rental properties.
Correct.
And probably a RRSP of 100,000 or 500,000.
Correct.
Another 500,000 TFSA.
Correct. So it's a good, it's a good size of example because they feel they might not need it. Or when I asked them what's the tax, I said, are you aware about tax bill? What do you have in the portfolio? No. Why? The response is, my accountant will take care of it. I said, how? They don't have an answer. That is, first is they believe only on their accountant. They keep everything on accountant. Accountant will bypass all the taxes. Not gonna happen. First. Second is, sometimes I have got objection saying, the tax, oh, don't worry about that. I have a will for that. I said, how does will save taxes? Doesn't will save taxes? Did your lawyer told you that will is going to save your tax? Like, no. Then how can you say will save taxes? Will is just a direction to where your assets are going to go.
So I have this XYZ properties.
Correct.
What happens when I die to this XYZ properties?
100% correct.
So that's the directions given in the will.
100%. So wherever you can add beneficiaries, add that, such as life insurance, TFSA policies.
Also, even life insurance is, of course, it's an asset.
Correct.
So that should be in the will.
No, that's where I'm coming.
Okay.
So wherever you can add a beneficiary, because it bypass will.
Okay.
Anything goes on the will, meaning going through estate. Technically going through estate, it is subject to be probate fees, which is Ontario, more than 50,000. Like there's some exception for small amount, but after that is 1.5%.
On whatever my asset value.
Correct. Which went to the estate.
Okay. So let me try to
break
understand.
it down more.
Break it down. Yeah.
Correct. So
will is the directions.
Just the direction.
Estate, whatever the assets I have, like so.
Other than beneficiary ones like life insurance.
So let's say life insurance has a beneficiary, so that doesn't go through
a will.
Estate.
Yes.
Estate.
Correct.
If it doesn't go through estate, I'm saving
probate fees
of
of 1.5% after the minimum thresholds.
So beneficiaries saves that cost.
100%.
But what if the beneficiary also passed away?
Very good idea. That's why we review every 2 years. Like that's my norm business. Every 2 years, I'm going to meet the same client just to make sure there's no material change. If that doesn't happen, of course, if there's a material change before, like within 6 months, I am meeting them again. Because those reviews need to be updated on constant basis.
And usually this is the financial advisor's job.
Correct. Because majority of the time people forget it. Older policies, especially not new policies, older policies who are running 10 years, 20 years. I remember I got a case that they're almost like, if I'm not wrong, 5 years ago, somebody referred that talked to Mani. He called me. He's like, Mani, I got your number from this person. Situation is, my father passed away. He had a life insurance. Beneficiary name was his ex-wife. Now money is ready to be flowed there because he just passed away. Of course, as per beneficiary, can we do anything on this? I said, technically you can't. You don't have much options. He's like, why? But it was ex-wife. I said, there could be multiple factors. You can go and contest and fight for anything. But can you win it or not? Of course, court will decide that. But technically, what if your deceased father had an intention to give it to ex-wife? That's why he didn't change it. Or it could be, you're right, they didn't updated it in real sense, which was supposed to be updated to the new wife or kids. Nobody knows that, right? Reason because the person is passed away. right? Or it could be multiple factors that he really wanted to give to the ex-wife, because I had one case who really put ex-spouse actually till now. Because
Wantedly.
it could be a multiple factors, because could be the divorce due to the conflicts happening with the family, not with the human, just with the whole family circulations. Especially we parents live with us, there could be multiple factors behind it, right? There could be a lot of factors. I said it's not easy to claim. Yes, go for it if you want to, but be ready to prove. Court is not gonna just listen to you easily.
So only dad knows was it
And who is gone?
intentional or not.
Exactly. And who is gone, you cannot find it.
So if the dad would have known whenever he got divorced, if his intentions was not to give, he could have changed the beneficiary.
Correct. That is why our gap of insurance advisors, which I told you 600 number per client people should be having at least, which is not there. It's only 4 or 5 policies a year, whatever could
Because
be.
they don't know all this like regular setups.
Not just that. Question is, people don't stick in the business long enough. Turnaround for sticking in the business will take forever to build it. I gave you a rough idea. To achieve the 600 is 40 years.
Yeah.
Does people have these days, especially young generation, has that patience to reach that? I mean, my goal is not 40 years. My goal is, with God's blessings, I'm already too deep in. I cannot get out. I mean, it's a blessing because I'm positive as well. That I'm looking forward to helping clients because I want to achieve as many people I can reach. Right?
But if you quit.
Exactly. So just imagine if anybody quits on, first of all, I'm not other than death. That could happen. Question is, who is going to take care of my clients? Your book is going to be transferred to somebody. There will be a human. But do they have time to look at all the hundreds and thousands of clients of your files and review with them by calling them? They don't have time for it.
So that's going to be, that's where the gap.
Big gap. And people usually forget who the beneficiaries are. Very normal. That's why my process is every 2 years, gotta meet. My clients know me, I'm very serious for it. My clients know me that I'm very serious for, I mean, with God's blessing on my business. That they know what I'm doing. And some clients, I mean, I don't forget that when leaving Sun Life was a very big, little hit on me personally. Like not a hit, I would say. So when I made up the mind that after 8 years, you know what, I think time has come to change. Right? That I think I can do better. There were some restrictions I was getting from Sun Life where I couldn't grow more. I was hitting that gap. I made the decision. I think I should leave. Right? And that was actually 1st of April 2024. So in the morning, they gave me an opportunity, Mani, can you present a seminar to the whole team of the branch? And there were almost like 25, 30 people. I was like, sure, because I used to love speaking. I love speaking, right? And what happens is, I gave the seminar. It was morning. I asked the manager, I said, I need your time. You tell me when do you want to. He said evening, 4 o'clock. He gave me half an hour. That money, I will sit. He didn't ask me purpose. I said, I need your time. He gave me that, right? And I went, he's like, Mani, you hit it very big. I already called the VP of our company, who is a good friend of mine. Like everybody knew me inside because 8 years, right? You're hitting it. People know the numbers. And I told them, you might get another opportunity in a different branch as well. Like very happy. And he said, what's the plan for the meeting? I said, I'm thinking sad to say that I think I've reached to the situation that I should leave. Time to change now. He's like, what do you mean that? I said, time to maybe resign Sun Life. He's like, what? That meeting, which was supposed to be half an hour, it went for 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours. He didn't accept my resignation at all. He's like, you're not resigning. What are you talking about? And he gave me 2 sentences, which I never forget it. He said, Mani, you leaving this company, you're going to regret for your whole life why you left. I said, really? He's like, yeah, you're not doing justice to your family. These 2 sentences, I will never forget it. And I told him, I will never let these 2 words ever come in my life. These are my positive to myself. I'm taking it as an inspiration. I will never regret. I will never let that day happen. And I will make sure I'm doing very much justice to my family. And then, of course, they didn't accept resignation that time. He's like, after next week, we'll meet next week. We'll make decision. I want you to go home, talk to family, friends, and everything. Do it. Anyways, on Wednesday, I said, Mani, I'm not waiting till 1 week because I know it might change my mind again. Because you're already there, and life is good, clients are there, everything is running smoothly. On Wednesday, I said, I'm leaving. I made a decision. I'm not going to delay anymore.
Hmm.
I made it. He's like, you sure? I said, done. No more thinking. Done. Then VPs called me. Mani, no, we are not going to leave. What can we do? I said, this. I need it. Can you do it? No, because of this reasons. They cannot change whole company structure.
Correct.
Because my goals are different according to not aligning with the company anymore. Because I've reached to that point of it life, right? Then they're like, okay. And then I gave them words. After 1 year, I will call you. And thank you for support because they have blessed me all the time. And thanks to Sun Life, with God's blessing, they have given me a lot of knowledge to where I am. It's a blessings. And after 1 year, I called them. He wasn't expecting my call because he didn't remember. I remembered. I put it in my calendar. Make sure I will call him on that day. Call him. He's like, how are you doing? Good. How is business? Great. How is your, what's going on? Are you planning to come back? I just wanted to give you a call. It's been 1 year. I gave you my words. I should call back. This is what I'm doing. He's like, okay, bring it on. I need to hear it. I said, these are the positivities happen. These are the changes I did it. And this is what it's taking to. He's like, are you really happy? I said, it's a blessing that I made the move. It's not always about monetary. Monetary, yes, there was a reduction in the first year because it was going to hit because I'm leaving all the clients and I cannot call them for 2 years even. 2 years, I cannot call them.
All the previous clients.
And I had almost like 1,400 clients at that time, 1,400 accounts, 14 to 1,500 accounts.
Even if they call, you cannot.
I cannot.
Them?
Legally, 2 years, none. I have to tell them, no, I cannot.
After 2 years, you can start.
Yes, if I have to, but I cannot cancel any policies though. Still not. I mean, that I have to respect that forever, kind of. And I don't have a problem with that. Yes, financially impact, there was. It was a little down, but this was calculative risk. I planned it. I'm ready for 1 year. 1 year is going to be hit. It's going to be totally hustled. Right? Within that 1 year, Aditya, I gave tons of seminars. Started promoting myself with the seminars. Right? And after that, I said, okay, I'm reaching to this point. Now, because whosoever you meet, you don't close them right away. They might get closed 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. So I'm building for future, basically.
Yeah.
So that's why financial hit was there. But it's okay. I did, it was calculative risk. And then after that, next year, I said, now where to expand? Seminars are happening, everything. I said, you know what, Mani, think it bigger more. I self-analyzed it. I said, okay, you know what is missing is I look for an opportunity all the time. I just need one hint. You know, this example I told you for the wife and husband for the savings, which went down first time did, right? Actually, he moved after that to BC. I am in Ontario 2016. I entered Alberta in 2019 because I got one opportunity client over there. Now he moved there, BC, got married there. I cannot sell to her wife until I have a BC license. So I intentionally got a BC license. I said, maybe God is a witness. He's saying, Mani, time to enter in BC. I registered BC license, did transaction. So then after once approved, did the wife's policy and everything. And then this year I entered BC market, went there for 1 week doing door-to-door business prospecting in BC. And this is still, I'm running my own single show.
You're still doing door-to-door.
It was so good hit. And I was like, yeah, there's so much opportunity in BC. Why are people are not seeking it? It opened up a lot more bigger doors for me. Opportunity to ask. Back to the same topic. Tell me one thing, Aditya. Least unexpected. Coming back to the theory of asking.
Yeah.
Least unexpected, out of the norm, where can you find a client? Thank you.
Washroom.
Oh,
yeah.
Washroom. At that time, we were on 12th floor in Sun Life. So our washrooms were getting renovated. They told us to go to 16th floor. It was an empty floor. It was 16th floor building. Let's go there so we are not bothering anybody. And I was the one, I don't like emptiness, man. Like, I want to see people. I want to talk. Because every time, even if you go to elevator, there is an opportunity. There could be human, there could be elevator speech. That's why it's called as there is an elevator speech for business. So I used to go to, when I enter, just press any button. Wherever it's taking, I'm going to that washroom floor. Right? And somehow, either it was meant to be, or God was there looking at above my powers high, because there is a higher power always. I believe in that very big time. That day I pressed the 2nd floor. I went there. I'm literally looking at the wall doing my thing. Guy comes next to me doing his thing. He saw my turban. He said, Sat Sri Akal. Sat Shri Akal is basically good,
Namaskar.
like namaste kind of in your language. Greetings, right? And I said, Sat Shri Akal. Now we finished our thing, hand washing. I said, I have never seen you here. Like are you new? Because pretty much in the whole building, everybody knew me because I talk. I promote my business
All the time.
right? All the time. And believe it or not, in my first year of career, I handed out 10,000 business cards by hand. 10,000 business cards by hand to people. Whosoever I see, I am just distributing everywhere. And people started recognizing me. Either I meet on the events or something. They're like, oh, hey, Mani, how are you? I don't remember them because I gave so much. They remembered me.
So what happened there? Then?
So after
you asked,
that, I asked, I said, never seen you because, I mean, people usually know me because, anyways, that's how marketing I was doing. He's like, oh, we just opened up. Now we came out of the washroom. He's like, I just opened up my office. I said, what type of office? He's like, IT firm. I said, okay. Saw the firm. He was right on the right hand side. I said, okay. Then he told him, I said, this is what I am. I'm a financial advisor. You opened up office. I'm sure you have employees. He's like, yeah. I said, I specialize with the company benefits because he's the owner. I'm not going to target him, buy a life insurance from me right now. Do you have a life insurance for me?
So
I need to see his key points. What could be better for his company?
For him.
Correct. As well.
At this point.
Just because the time is limited to put basically hitting in the brain. Right? I said, this is what I do, company management. Do you have it? He's like, honestly, Mani, I think you came at the right time. We just got the email, I think last week. Why don't I do this? Let me connect you to my assistant. Maybe talk to her and take it from there. He connected right there. I didn't went to my floor right away. Connected. After 4 months, we closed the business. Least expected. Believe it or not, Aditya. Of course, I sold him after that life insurance. We worked on his estate plan as well. He was least expected client, out of the norm. He turned out to be, this guy retired at the age of 45. Retired at 45. He was one of the Java co-founders who built Java. You know that?
Yeah.
And I was shocked. I'm like, so you can find people from a washroom as well, least expected, who can be a biggest guy.
I so wish everyone learned these skills. Because business is everywhere.
Ask, man. Yeah. That's all. Even that is not done. I mean, opportunity. I was just talking to him 2 months before because he just moved to BC. And he called me because renewals were there, company benefits and all. And he said, Mani, we just moved to BC. And I said, great. Where? He's like, Islands. I was like, good. Because then I told him I just got BC license 4 months ago. And I might come next year in summer, June, July, depending on time. He's like, you know what? Why don't you visit my house as well? I was like, sure. Why not? I mean, good client. I will for sure. There's no doubt. He's like, it's very easy. Right from downtown, you just take a seaplane. It will come right outside my house. I was like, what? I said, sure. That is a God is giving me signal to sit in a seaplane first time in my life. I am doing it. I'm not backing out on that. Because God keeps opening doors on me. Now, if I don't walk in, it's my problem. God is giving me signals, go. And when he told me, I was like, thank you, God. I got a signal you told me. Now, first time in my life, I might sit in the seaplane to go to his house, which was not my dreams. People build dreams to have 5 million net worth in retirement, 10 million net worth. Like, that's what majority people do. I don't actually.
What's your dream?
None. Believe it or not, Aditya, none. My goal landing in Canada was just to survival. Started with $500. By literally blessing, touch the feet like ground outside the airport that I am finally here. I want to start the life. No dreams. My dreams are getting built every single day by getting these type of opportunities.
So you're not working to achieve something?
I won't lie to you. I mean, I live my life with God's blessing every day as a positive, as a first day and a last day of my life. Eyes open is my first day. I will try to do my best of the best to reach as many people if I can help them, whether in a mentorship, whether in protection, whatever I can, and living the life as a last day. Even if I die, my whole family or myself, things are a little planned according to the wills I wanted, that they will be taken care.
So back to the will part. So now...
Sorry, I took off the topic.
No, that's a very great story. So honestly, like I'm glad you shared that. But I want to just conclude on this estate. So the directions from the will.
Correct.
Beneficiaries don't need to go to estate.
Correct.
So what is the benefit of having estate planning?
So estate planning is whatever you own today is never too late first of all to start planning. Whatever you own, how it can be transferred to next generation. Estate is more about generational transfer to next generation, not to your spouse, because those can be easy.
Already
There's
through
no taxes.
beneficial.
Correct. After second spouse, how to be done in a tax effective way. A lot of time people forget tax effective way.
And when is the right time to start?
Today, for anybody listening even.
But I don't have any assets. Let's say I mean, knock the wood. I have, but let's say
somebody doesn't have any
somebody who's just starting, a student or like working.
Correct.
I don't have anything.
Does that student have a checking account? Is there a money sitting there?
Not even $500.
Where is this 500 gonna go? Can we invest that money in a tax effective way without paying probate fees even? Even sitting in a checking account is subject to a percentage of probate fees.
Oh,
but if we put that in TFSA, it's bypass.
So even the money that is sitting in checking account will be going through estate.
Correct. Because there is no beneficiary, it's not a registered account until it's a joint account, then it's a different story. But whatever the money is there could be fees involved. Even if it's a minimum threshold, right now it's 50,000. Even if that is not there, you still have to pay, or beneficiaries, whosoever it is, has to pay lawyer fee, government fees, here and there, everywhere to get the death certificate and to liquidate that money out as well to the beneficiary. But just by putting that in a tax effective manner, which is a TFSA account, you bypass all that. That is called as estate planning. You don't need a lot of money for that.
Estate planning doesn't mean that specific a document like a will.
Correct. No, it's not.
Just how you gonna work with your money.
Yes. Tax effective way is the word. Real word is tax effective ways.
Got you.
A lot of people don't know that.
So
so three tax advantages.
Yeah. So you mentioned about primary home. You mentioned about TFSA.
Yep.
You briefly touched on life insurance.
Correct.
But how can I better use the life insurance effectively?
So lot of so let's take that example. We said give us example how taxes are calculated, right? Now, because it's estate planning, this time I'm talking to you after the second spouse. Remember, not after first spouse, after second spouse when it's transferred to next
What's the difference between first spouse, second spouse?
So when first spouse, basically husband, wife, husband pass away, second spouse is there,
okay.
Right? So when both couple died, pretty much, that's what I mean, after second spouse deceased. Taking example to understand taxation a little bit on that, say a couple bought this house for $1 million. And I'm not talking about principal residence, I'm talking about only investment property because principal residence is exempted.
So principal residence directly goes to kids
without hitting
whichever the will says.
Exactly. You're right. Without hitting capital gain tax. Okay. Say they bought it for $1 million. Today the value is $3 million. There's a gain of $2 million.
Yeah.
As soon as second spouse dies, it's called as deemed disposition. It's like you sold this property to the kids.
Technically,
if your will says going to the kids.
Yeah.
Technically, you sold it to them. And if you're selling your investment property, what happens?
You pay taxes.
Capital gain.
The 50%.
Correct. Currently, right now, it's 50%, which could change.
Yeah.
Never know. But
I think
still,
there is
currently,
like 350 above will be more.
I mean, it's not, nothing is implemented. So we cannot talk on that. So right now it's 50%. So if it's a $2 million gain, right? Technically, to easy calculate, I mean, rather than getting into dollar to dollar calculation.
Just a higher level.
No, even for somebody who is watching, to easy calculate your gains, just look at the gain 25% of it. That is an easy calculation I'm saying.
So which means out of 2 million, probably you're going to pay around $500,000 taxes.
Correct. It will be a little more actually, right? Because
but give or take.
Usually the transaction basis, 50% is tax, which is $1 million. And in a 1 year, if you earned $1 million, how much is the tax bill? 53% max.
Yeah.
Which is 523,000 or something could be. Up to that amount is tax bill. Now question is, that's where planning comes in.
What you would do if you're planning that little differently, how can you save?
Do you know what is the highest percentage? Your net worth is depreciated when the second spouse dies, roughly. Say somebody has a $10 million net worth. Hypothetically, what is the depreciation on it? And if there's no plan, no estate planning done, no planning behind done, so it just died.
Depreciation on the asset?
Net worth, I call it. Today, net worth is 10 million. Second spouse dies. There was no planning done at all. They just did. And this is actually, percentage is very big actually. It can go up to 33% of taxes, probate fees, like if you collaborate.
So, because there is other costs.
Correct. So even if out of 10 million, 33% is going to the other cost involved, kids are only getting a net worth of $7 million. Rather than 10 million, which they thought, but technically it's going less than that, almost by 30%.
Yeah.
Now, was that the goal? That is where the planning comes in. When I get into these type of meetings, sometimes I have to get kids involved as well. Because especially in our community, like especially the new immigrants who are coming, they are building on fixed asset a lot. Nothing wrong. Like
fixed asset, you mean by real estate.
Real estate, right? Whether it's commercial, business, land, whatever could be, right? They are focused on 10 properties, 50 properties, 100 properties. For me, that's fine. Build whatever you want to. What is the end goal? Let me ask you, Aditya, you are building with God's blessing. What is your end goal? Where this to be gone?
I want to retire in 5 years.
You are retired. Where these assets are gone?
Some of them to kids, some of them while I'm living here.
Perfect. So think it this way. When you're living here, I will keep that aside. Your kids want. Right? So, and your goals for 5 years, I know it might not be real because you might be working as a semi-retire as well.
Yeah. So,
of course, that especially for males, it never stops.
Yeah. The work, like when I mean by retire is
not like hustling.
Yeah, exactly.
Time, right? So whatever is going to the kids, especially, who is going to pay the tax? That is where when I sit in those meetings, I involve kids. Of course, your case, still minor when she grows up, because chances of dying, that's where bigger meetings happen after the age of 50s, pretty much when things are a little stabilized. I involve kids, right? I tell them, hey, this is what you need to understand first, planning, what it is, layman language. This is what rough calculation of mine say, like which we took example of $500,000. Kids, do you guys want this property? Majority of people say it's paid off. Yes, why not? It's rental incomes. Yeah, we don't have to pay a mortgage paid off because majority is long-term properties, right? I said, okay, the tax bill is coming $500,000. How you guys are coming up with $500,000?
So they got to pay that to own that property.
Kids will never get the name of property until CRA is paid off first. First one is always CRA. Second is your creditors.
If there is any mortgages.
I mean, mortgage as well could be, or line of credit card, which is owing.
So anything you personally
owe on that. They are the secondary payers, or there could be a partnership involved, and the person was supposed to pay them. They haven't paid yet. That is their secondary, their creditors. Last is the kids. And majority of times when I ask people this thing, and people says, really? Because people don't know, and sometimes they don't want to know. And they just never heard. And 3 weeks ago I did that. Guy's age was 60 and female was 52. I did basic calculation right over there sitting. I said, your tax bill right now is 600,000. Honestly, he got shocked first. He couldn't speak much even after that. He's like, yeah, I will think, send me whatever you can email. He couldn't talk. His intentions, like mindset got lost somewhere, that what he just did. Like he paid a tax bill of 600,000, which nobody ever told me. Like from suddenly a guy comes and saying, you owe 600,000.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
No words. I mean, who's going to have that much cash in hand?
Believe it or not, this was my associate's client, basically. He called me to help because the picture is bigger, right? And because he's not much experience yet, right? So he called me for help. And of course, we left the room, winded up the meeting, good notes. Next day, client himself called my associate. He's like, why did you send Mani? He's like, what do you mean? Because I saw there's much need of help you need from us. That's why I called. He's like, he scared me. That was his answer. He's like, Mani scared us, like, which I never knew it. I said, well, that's why he was there for. And his goals were kids to get involved in that, right? So, but anyways, that's what it is.
In the planning, because when you're saying all this, this is the amount of tax that you might need to pay.
That's where planning comes in the plan. That's where the life insurance, which I didn't left. Majority of the time when we do a proper financial plan, I design a proper financial plan, which is almost, depending on client's goals, 15 to 20 pages, 10 to 20 pages, depending on what's there, right? That is where we rough calculation, this is a tax bill. And then we understand, does even client have the money to pay that?
Let's assume they don't have.
I mean, usually for people who have built up the assets, they do.
They do,
Actually,
okay.
they do.
Okay.
Majority of the times they do. The question is, they are not prioritizing the money to that side because they haven't experienced that side yet.
Okay.
And when we do a proper calculation, we explain them, they understood, and this is what I'll tell to the kids. What's the plan? They want to keep it? Are you sure? Yes. Then we strategize, okay, looking at your cash flow, what's coming in, every dollar of your life, what's going out, you still have this much surplus, or you might have to liquidate your RRSPs a little faster way because to fund a new asset, which is a tax-free. Sometimes people don't even take out of RRSP more than what they need it. But sometimes I tell them it's worth withdrawing it early because the day second spouse dies, whatever money is sitting there is 100% tax. It's like a salary. You
It's
want
tax
that
free or
taxed?
taxed?
100% taxed.
Also,
Taxable income. It's like you earned a salary because the money is sitting
RRSP
there.
is like technically you better start using when you need it.
Exactly.
If not, the kid's gonna pay taxes on that money to take that money.
Correct. So even if it's $500,000 left, and
So without paying the tax, they cannot get this money.
Exactly. CR is the first payer. They have a hold to sell and all. They won't get a liquid money in the hand, like properly. Like so technically you still owe CRA amount.
But RRSP is a kind of, let's say, assume it's a liquid, stock.
It's a liquid money. So it's easy to liquidate actually.
Okay, so they don't have to pay taxes on that, but they would get money deducted from like whatever the taxes need to be paid.
Correct. The money gotta be paid still to CRA.
So knowing when to start withdrawing that amount and knowing how much life insurance,
correct,
in order to, like, let's say
fund
you have
that liability of taxation.
Yeah, like you have a, let's say, rental property is
100%.
gonna paid off like $10 million asset.
100%. That's how we plan use this money or liquidate more RRSP rather than if you're withdrawing 50,000. Maybe we might have to finish it early rather than 50, withdraw 80. The money after deducting taxes, what you're getting, fund a life insurance policy, which is your asset tax-free. Life insurance is an asset, actually, which a lot of people don't accept, and tax-free. And you're creating an asset. So rather than having deduction from the 10 million to 7 million, by having a life insurance, you either might be back at 10 or might more if the money was more. A tax-free tool.
So you can use that money for
and
whatever.
Keep the property in the family.
Yeah.
Keep the property in the family. You don't have to sell
at that time.
Because majority of the time, if anybody gets those types of things, either it's a forced sell, either they have to go and ask the banks to lend it again
to pay the
tax bill, right? Or CRA really comes in foreclosure if they can't even get the basically loans. What is the guarantee they have a good credit history?
Yeah, because
there could be any factors behind it.
So you're kind of giving the asset to your kids, but if it's not planned well,
33% depreciation of net worth, which is going to CRA. That's why when sometimes people who don't know the concept, I ask, who is the beneficiary of your asset? They say, majority of the time, kids after second spouse, right? I said, no, there is a silent beneficiary, which is a CRA, which a lot of people don't know because there's a gap of awareness, gap of knowledge.
Honestly, even though I meet so many people, but this discussion, what I'm trying to understand now, there is genuinely a lot of gap, and especially in the immigrant community, because none of my family was here. I have no clue what you're
100%.
I have talked these topics here and there to different people, but this one, like I said, very selfish reason of podcast, understanding this side of it. Now I understand there is quite a lot than just one thing, a life insurance versus an asset.
And majority, if somebody has a case about estate planning, meaning they have an asset, build up asset, talk to financial planners. I would say if you really want, because sometimes people ask me, Mani, how do we find the right guys? Sometimes I'm in seminar, we didn't know who to choose to. We just thought they might be a guy. I said, if you really want to know about taxation with combination of planning behind it, look for designation behind the name as CLU. CLU, Chartered Life Underwriting.
Okay.
That involves all about tax planning strategies for the estate planning. Majority in the bigger picture.
CLU. Got you.
Sometimes people think, being as a financial planner, you just need CFP designation. I mean, nothing wrong. CFP is great in financial planning, but that doesn't talk much about taxation of it.
Got you. So what are the designations? Who can do what?
CLU is the person you should be look for behind the names. If you need a planning for a bigger, if you have an asset, right? Believe it or not, Aditya, CLU is most underrated, biggest financial knowledge all over. Most underrated. Technically, right now, there is only 3,000 CLU holders.
Just 3,000 in whole Canada?
Hanji.
Are you one of them?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I have to be. I love that concept. It attracts me. It brings energy to me that you're talking about numbers. I love numbers. I have to be. So that was my first designation. I will share that designation part as well. I can actually tell you right now. So after 2016 starting with LLQP, things were going there on positive side. In 2017, I got mutual fund license. I started selling investments as well. When things are again positive going, of course, hustling, door knocking, cold gun, that didn't stop. That's still on the goes. 2020 was my first designation. I took CLU. Because I found, and people know many, if you really love what you do, because I love life insurance actually. I love it. And people told me, Mani, if you love life insurance, CLU is the way to go rather than a lot CFP.
What is CFP?
It's more investments, mutual funds, stocks, all about that, right? So that is more planning based, but more in investment side component and retirement, but not day after tomorrow, which is transferring of assets. That is CLU.
Gotcha.
3,300 CLU holders all over Canada. That's what I'm saying. It's the niche market we are dealing with right now. And CFPs and further, they are like 17,000 plus. Right? So having that, good, nothing wrong. It teaches you something, but look for CLU. That is one. Secondly, our CLU I got in 2020 and year end of 2020, I got CHS, more about health insurance specialist. And then QAFP, I got more in financial planning certification.
Okay.
And I got that in 2022. Last year, actually 2024. So 2 years now, almost 1.5 years ago, I got MFAP.
What does
I'm
it
going to
mean?
tell you what it is. So that's also estate planning. That's also estate planning. That is very technical part of estate planning and very niche. Oh man, very niche. I can't even tell you how niche it is. If I give you 3 options, who will you prefer more when the succession planning happening? We call it a succession plan, basically who you chose for transferring your estate planning. One is your kids. Second is CRA. Third is charity.
So whom do I choose out of this?
Choose 2 out of 3 for your
Obviously,
transferring.
except the CRA.
Majority people will say this. They want to, of course, give the kids. That's the first. And they are okay to pay back to the community when they build it.
Yeah, obviously.
And this is what MFAP is. Master of Financial Advisor Philanthropic.
What do they do with that license?
So basically how we strategize. There's a lot of factors behind, of course, very technical.
Just
using
in
a life
layman
insurance
terms.
strategies to fund the charities to bypass the taxation. And minimizing taxation or deplete it zero.
By
Of course, funding involves a lot. Lot of money is involved.
So we are talking about like
Bigger pictures.
when you're
Massive
in
pictures.
millions.
Sometimes the premiums are $1 million a year actually in those. That's because
So
we're talking about
when
bigger
your
picture.
businesses are like tens of millions.
Massive. Like my mentor in that is a very big Jewish guy, very big, right? His average policy size premiums are nothing less than $1 million a year. For lower clients, doesn't even go, and he's well renowned all over Canada. He's with God's blessing, I was able to approach
So
him.
those premiums you're
year.
paying for
A
the charity.
Correct. I asked
So
him
that means
once,
when something happens to the person, there will be a big lump sum
massive fat check.
goes to the charity.
Correct. Do you know how much is paid total claims just last year? I mean, I'm talking about 2024. 25 is not released yet. It's just too early.
2024.
24, roughly.
The claims,
Total claim of life insurance check, average dollar sign would be.
I remember you saying the number in the last seminar.
That's why I was testing your memory.
Some 27 billion or something.
18 billion.
18. Okay, I was pretty close. Okay, not bad.
Close. Yeah, I know you put it bigger side just to see I might be there. So 18 billion is also a record history actually.
So that's a big number. Like people.
Massive. Now take it back again where you start as an advisor. Don't you think there's a big gap?
Yeah. How many of them like that actually like in the working?
Very low. And majority are top shots only who are in the business for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years who are selling this big, massive policies. And that's why all other people struggle and leave the business. Is too hard.
Yeah,
but it's
because
not actually.
There is a lot of learning maybe.
100%. You have to open the mindset of learning. Na? A lot of time, people are so much stuck in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Or they're stuck on the jobs. They want to try some business, but they just feel there's a gap. Right? But sometimes I have helped a lot of people to get out of the job, get into the business. Maybe not just my business, but any business, right? That after looking at the numbers, and I told them, you can do it. Do it. They came up with the business plan. This is my plan. This is going to be money. Can I even leave the job? Can I take a risk? After analyzing the situation, I said, yeah, you can. Let's try. It worked out well because it's a mindset needed, right? That is first. Second is there's no overthinking happening. Now, if somebody is coming to me, or even if I get an opportunity, I don't overanalyze situation at all. Overthink, nah. Anything comes to me, you ask me for podcast, right? I didn't think, yeah, let's do it.
But here is the thing. There is a lot of opportunities right now. 100%. That's a big problem.
It's a big problem.
There is AI, there is real estate, someone talking about now financial advising or whatever. Like there is different opportunities are coming my way. Which one should I say yes?
You're 100%
If I say yes for everything, my brain already overloaded.
Correct. You're 100% right. It's just too much. I agree with you. But sometimes I say God is giving signals actually to everybody. Genuinely, I have seen that, not just me. Okay, for me, either I call it a blessing or whatever, whatever came on my plate, I just jumped. I didn't think. But to every other human, you have to seek first. You should have an attitude to seek. If you don't seek, you're not going to get. You're not attracting it automatically. You have to seek, believe in the process that God is going to give you. Once you get it, jump. So seek first. Anybody hearing this, seek first what makes you happy. For me, numbers made me happy. God lined me with this business, perfectly worked out. Right? Flipping switch. I call it flip the switch. If you feel you're not happy anywhere, just change that. Flip it.
Definitely in your this last 10, 11 years of journey, you never had moments where like, man, what am I doing? I could make more money elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing that. My first year, of course, I didn't share you my real hustle. It was just cold calling. First year, I cried 2 times. 2 times why the business is not working. At that time, 2016, 9 people joined in. Almost similar time. 1 month before, 1 month late, 9 people. Okay. And it was February 1st, 2016, right? When I started. Out of 9 people, there used to be targets. That if you hit this target, that was a trip to cruise. It was a cruise trip, right? And I have never been into the cruises. So everybody gets motivated. Oh, yaar, gotta sell it. Gotta sell and go and get the trip. And especially cruise is one of the luxury you feel good.
Cool,
And especially when company is funding it, it will be much better. Much better luxury life you're going to give.
And only the earners, the ones who earn
exactly,
will be there.
Will be there. 7 people qualified the trip. 2 people didn't.
7 people qualified out of 9.
Hanji, first year. First year, I'm telling you. First year in the industry. Not just on first year in the industry.
That's a high success rate.
Very high success rate. 7 people qualified for trip. Every people went. They enjoyed.
Don't tell me you're in that 2.
And you're right. I was in the 2 who didn't qualify. And I didn't cry it at that time. I already cried it before when the business was not working. There was a lot of other examples when I cried actually. Because I was calling. Every day, 3 hours in the evening, I'm calling. In the morning, I'm going door to door.
And businesses. No one responding.
Of course, no closing happening. That's why I couldn't qualify that. I didn't earn that. It was disappointment. I still never forget that, right? Or it's a blessing. I took it in a positive side. Next year came. Out of that 9 people, guess how many qualified?
1.
Thank you.
Just you?
Yes. Out of that 9 people, yes, I qualified. I was the only one with God's blessings. Out of the 9 people, guess how many people left the business? Actually, I'm asking.
Don't tell me everyone left, other than you.
5 people left.
So there is only 4 left in that business.
4 left. And the 2 people who didn't qualify, one was me, one other lady. Other lady was still there, right? So, but she was very close to qualifying, but still a little bit left. She was actually right after me. If she would have put a little bit more business, she would have qualified me. Only I qualified. 5 people are already out. Now, guess why are they out? What happened in this second year? I qualified. The second person who didn't qualify, she was close, didn't qualify. But 5 people are already left the business.
Got comfortable.
You're right. You're saying from a bigger picture, that's correct. But if you look at the technicality point of view, transactional point of view, first year, what does everybody will do? If you get a license, I'm just saying for anything, what will you do? Right away. Without thinking. Thank you. First year, everybody runs to family and friends.
Get the
business. That, hey, I just started. And can we do it? And usually family friends help. Nothing wrong. And in my case, there were not much of family friends. Whatever they were, thanks to God, they did help. But it was very minimal because not a lot of family was here from my side.
You are also still new in the country. Your family is still new in the country.
Exactly. Not too old, right? 4 years in the Canada only.
It's
You
not
don't
that
build
much.
from that point of view that you're going to get in sales in these fields, right? So first year, you're right. For those 5 people, they targeted families, friends, sold, qualified trip. Next year, of course, family has to be finished in terms of business. They can't go and say, hey, I sold you last year, buy another policy. Nothing happened. Now they got stuck. Okay, how to generate business? They didn't knew how to generate business. After hustling so much, they gave up. It's too hard. Too hard. But in my case, I hustled from day one by door knocking, cold calling. I kept building pipelines. From second year till I was there, I never missed a trip. Never. There was also levels. There was like regular qualifiers and there was elite. And after 4th, 5th year, I started qualifying elite.
Just 2 more things last.
Okay, done.
1, let's say I'm a new person who has a lot of interest in, becoming a financial advisor.
Okay.
But there is a lot of different advice out there,
Correct.
Do this, do that. With your experience, you take a brand new person who has interest. I want you to give him a 90 days plan so that he can succeed in his 12 months first year and for the rest of the life.
For the rest of
What
the life.
would be your 90 days plan?
Our business actually has a very big gap, very massive gap. A lot of people are not looking in this sector. This is one of the best businesses you can be as well if you really want to. And there's no capital involvement actually. A lot of time businesses have a lot of capitals, take loans. This is not. The only thing what is requiring you, art of asking, art of hustling. And you control the time rather than other people controlling your time. That is very important. So 90-day plan, if you really want to be, of course, in this business, if your point of view, first step is happy to connect with me. I'm happy to understand and goal. But come and connect me with me only with the business plan. That you really want to do it. Why? I need to know that. Because there has been time, right now I have like 5 associates, 2 assistants with me. And out of that, I had 3 more as well, which I fired them. Because I don't take time, flip the switch if they are not ready to make better their own life. Somebody told me this long ago. If they themselves are not ready to make their life better, why you're pushing? I will keep trying, but I'm then wasting my time. Same, you got to implement right away.
So the first step is
come with a business plan. Why you really want to help people, not you as a commission, because money is a byproduct. It's going to come if you do a right job for
So come with the clarity that do you really need this?
Correct. Are you ready to hustle? And nothing wrong. Yes, people say part-time is good because they can reap. Full-time is the main key. If you really want to succeed in any business, you cannot do part-time jobs, right? Okay, I understand you have high expenses. You can't. Okay. If you're okay for part-time, do it. But come with the really fire. Fire. You should be passionate. I really want to help people, yaar. Show me the direction. Give me a hand. I'm ready to.
Okay, I got those 2. What's my next step?
LLQP is the where the license starts. Life License Qualification Program. You study for that. It's up to you how fast you do it. You have 12 months to finish it. The fastest, earliest I have seen is 1 month. One of my associates did it. Others, 3 months, 12 months, whatever it is. Max is 12 months. Gotta do that. After that, let's sit down and start door knocking, cold calling, or reaching your friends, family in a genuine way, helping, not looking at, okay, what is my payout? That is a byproduct. It's going to follow you.
So the LLQP will help them to understand what they're going to do.
Correct. That helps clients. For the people, for the clients, for the life insurance planning side of it, or even on the savings investment side, they can be helpful on that side because that's a very big chapter of LLQP as well. If you read the books,
it's entry level.
It's an entry level rather than levels like mortgages and real estates. It's just an entry level to get into the business. I don't tell them to do designations. Like there was another guy, one of my associates, he's in the business for 2 years. He's like, oh, I want to do LCLU to get tax knowledge. I said, no, you're not ready yet. I will tell you when you're ready. If you're not even selling 10 policies a year and you want to do CLU, for what? Like become first a good top seller, then use the CLU knowledge to implement on those.
Got you. So 1 month CLU, I'm clear mind, I got my license.
Yeah.
Then
LLQP.
For the next 2 months.
Correct.
What do I do?
So after that, business plan. Business plan is going to be right now I'm mainly focusing on booths and seminar heavily. Why? Because people want to see a face value.
So you have the knowledge and you have the skills. You are going for booths and seminars.
Yep.
But how about this new person?
This is what we provide a hand support, right? It's not just me. So right now my process is every other Tuesday in the evening, we meet, a whole team meets on virtual to save everybody's time, where we talk about cases, how we did, how we approached the client, where was the rejection, how we overcome.
So you're saying have a right mentor.
Correct. Mentorship.
Have a right mentor and follow through what
The
they
process.
say.
The process is because we know what's are really proven. It might not be 100% right, but at least worth the try. It might work it out for you.
So first month license, second, next 2 months, just strictly following what your mentor says.
Correct.
For a newbie to succeed, let's say zero knowledge, started with zero knowledge, but got the LLQP.
Correct.
How much time is the realistic time that, now 12 months, let's say 12 months, do you think can I do at least if I do 5 to 10 policies, I'm on my right path?
They can easily sell after 1 year, 10, 12 policies if you follow the right path. How? Because after 8 to 10 months, I say 8 to 10 months, I do one seminar only for new beginners. Only new beginners, not the old one, only new beginners, where I talk, it's a 2-day seminar, 10 to 5, Saturday, Sunday. That's a lot of hours actually, like 14 hours on the weekend, where I'm talking about everything actually about the business. Products, case studies. What if you have this case? How do you handle it? Product knowledge, compensations. This business is all about in the long picture what. And that itself, a lot of time, because till now I have given almost 4 of it, because since I left Sun, 4 or 3 something, or 4 technically. The last seminar when I finished, a lot of people in the room, because majority of beginners, it's only for beginner session. People told me, Mani, you should not do this for free. You should charge people to what you're doing it. I said, really? He's like, yeah, I mean, you really gave us way bigger knowledge. We never even knew what it exists to be an advisor.
Yeah.
And in a fun way, I said, why not we start it right today? Of course, I didn't charge them, but
yeah. No, that's fantastic. So one last question. We want every guest to leave a question for the next guest.
Okay.
And we also have a question from the last guest for you to answer. And then you can leave one question for the next guest.
Okay.
So last guest question. People who have big breakthrough in life knows importance of skills. And I personally learn one new skill every year. What is the skill you're going to learn in 2026?
That's a very good question. A lot of people have been pushing on that. And skill learning is also, of course, an art, which nobody should stop. Every day is a learning curve. You learn from kids as well, actually. A lot of things, right? So what I am, which a lot of people are pushing me, I might try new skill, which is a social media. Because I am not a big on that. And of course, when I did your seminar, I haven't posted, I haven't got time. But I think I already talked to one person in April and we are working on that, starting on that skill. Okay, I need to be on the social media. Okay, if you are saying.
Perfect.
That's the plan.
What's your question for our next guest?
Whosoever you are, in a positive way, whatever you have in terms of knowledge, do not keep it to yourself. Please pass it on to as many people as you can. Do not stop that. Within that, ask yourself, how much contributions have you done to pass on that?
So the question is, how much contribution have you done to pass on your knowledge
to the other people? And this I learned it from my Mamaji as well. In this life, we talk about, you came empty-handed and you're going to go empty-handed. Is it true? That's what everybody hears? My Mamaji told me one thing. No, you don't go empty-handed. I said, what is that? Only one thing. What? Knowledge. And if you die with the knowledge and you haven't surpassed that, what did you live for?
Nothing.
Nothing technically. So why don't we forward it? Money is a byproduct. It will follow you. Spread as much as you can help people because they're looking for help actually.
This was deep. It's really, really valuable information. And I'm pretty sure, everyone who watched this have learned something. Whatever you learned, let me know in the comments below. And whom do you want us to bring as the next guest? Let us know in the comments below. I want your suggestions. And with that, thank you so much for watching, sticking till the end, and I'll see you on the next video.